Have you ever thought about the story of Jonah in such a way that you realize that there's more than a storm that's taking place? It's in Jonah 1 that the ship's captain and the sailors begin to recognize that Jonah, well, his running is the cause for the storm. But something striking happens. They go from crying out to their gods to crying out to God, the Lord Himself. Unlike Jonah, these pagan sailors show concern for the lives of everyone on board. They even care about Jonah. And so rather than immediately throwing him overboard, the scripture tells us that they begin rowing harder to try to get themselves towards the land. But the storm grows more violent. Finally, the only way to stop the storm, and they recognize this, is to throw Jonah overboard into the sea. But before they do that, they plead with the Lord for mercy, asking Him not to hold them guilty for what they're about to do. They throw Jonah over, and friends, the sea stops raging. Now I want you to notice something. In Jonah 1:16 it says this, "Then the men feared the Lord exceedingly, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows." In the midst of this chapter, a transformation takes place. Not in the life of Jonah, in the life of the sailors. These men who had no regard for God, the Lord Himself, are brought to a place of worship and surrender. Even when we do not recognize it, friends, God is at work through the moments and circumstances of our lives to reveal Himself. What began as a storm, as a judgment, becomes a moment of revelation. Is there a storm in your life that God might be using to reveal Himself more clearly to you?